One. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Akuban Nights. How are you doing
Fuzzy's
today?
not even here.
Fuzzy's gone.
What are you talking about? I'm totally here. I was just doing my
She's
tea.
totally here the whole time. Yeah, it's fine. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Akuban Nights. How are you all doing today?
Great.
Right.
Good.
It's fine.
Good. Well,
I've
it sounds.
been raging.
Do you want to talk about?
No,
Do you
no, I
need to
don't
talk
want to
about it to the group?
No, I've done a subtweet. That's it. I'll stick with that.
You sure? Because we're here for you, Chloe. If you need us.
No. Besides, I can't talk about it because I just no.
Lovely. Does anyone else have something that they want to talk about but just can't? No? We're all good? All right. Does anyone have anything they want to talk about that they can talk about?
No, not really.
So you wanna hear a mad story from Faye's life?
We do.
I'm somebody who usually tries to be very, very polite to people. Not in D&D, you know, but to foreigners who have no idea who I am or what I do.
Yeah.
And this week I was. So how it works in Germany is there's a street and then there's a sidewalk, and part of the sidewalk is reserved for bicycles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I make a point of it to not stand on the bicycle part, right, of the road.
That's reasonable.
Of course, most people don't give a flying fuck about it, but I try to. Okay, so one bicycle passes, rings the little bell because another woman was standing in the way, right? Okay, perfectly fine. She gets out of the way. He passes, and suddenly there's a dude on the left of me on his bicycle, yelling at me at the top of his lungs because I'm not getting out of the way. I just look at him and I'm like, excuse me? And he's like, you're blocking the way. What are you doing? And I'm just standing there thinking, you know, it's not worth it. It's just not worth to be polite and to try to be respectful to other people because they'll shit on you anyways. So, yeah.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
You know, like, why even try? Just don't bother. Stand on the bicycle way. Do it, you know, because people will yell at you anyways. Just
I mean, in
don't try.
fairness, I kept sort of standing in the bike lane in Berlin, but it was just because I wasn't used to it, and I was just there going, "Oh shit! No wait, we're in the bike lane again. Fuck, shit, move!" So,
Yep. Well, I tried and I failed. So thanks to that guy, I'm gonna ruin the day of every single dude on a bicycle from now on.
Nice. That sounds wonderful.
yeah, just invest in some of those. You know, those little sort of like strips with the spikes in that they throw down in front of like stolen cars.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even like, "Oh, get out of the way." He was like yelling at the top of his lungs. And I was just like,
What a fucking wanker!
right?
And you're not allowed to stab them, are you? Should be allowed to stab them, I feel.
No.
Unfortunately, I don't think.
Actually,
Well, it's still coming through.
Can you guys stab people? Can you carry knives in Germany?
In the UK?
It's really difficult to carry knives now.
Yeah, but in Germany, because you know you guys couldn't stab them because you can't have a knife on you. But maybe you're muted, bud. You're very
It
muted.
depends on the length of the blade, but
Okay.
you can't carry like a butcher's knife with you without a reason, like transporting it home or anything.
Oh, I'm a butcher.
Yeah. All right. Such civilized, peaceful people. All right. Why don't we, talking about civilized and peaceful people, why don't we just do a very brief recap of how you got to this very peaceful, civilized place that you are now?
You mean the country at war?
I mean, this point on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How did you get here? Why are you here? Does anyone know?
I mean, I know, but
Bueller?
I'm really bad at recapping, so I'm not taking the initiative.
All right.
We came back to Pike's Point, having fulfilled our mission and ready to collect our reward, and were suddenly greeted by a captive Yassi, who has been tied up and interrogated, and they were waiting for us to get on a mission to Drakis, to deliver her to Drakis safely, and make sure that she's able to negotiate some kind of deal with Drakis that is beneficial for our faction.
Mm-hmm.
And we took the deal. We weren't sure if he would really honor it, but we agreed first. Had a little talk with Yassi about what's going on, a little discussion amongst ourselves, and took upon us to go the safe route, the longer route, where we shouldn't encounter any real opposers.
Oh, yeah, now it's all come back to me. Oh, God, right. That's fine. Everything's fine.
And after visiting Yetel and Sammy being able to learn some new spells, nearly
the legal way.
Yes, he was just a second away from just stealing all the books. So it's thankfully he didn't. And we made we got all the supplies we needed, collected our knight, whose name I've forgotten, but someone sure knows the name of our knight. Jane, yes, Jane. And went down the mountainside to Roxas. On our path there, we encountered a wyvern, but thankfully the wyvern flew away. The end.
Yeah, totally. The wyvern just took one look at this and was like, nope, not messing with that, and it just flew away. It just left.
You're totally right, but I think what we should really do is go back and revisit that memory of the wyvern flying away and explore it in more depth.
No, you're right. It didn't fly away. It exploded into a pile of gold coins.
Wow.
That's
sounds
how I
so
remember
amazing.
it, and that's, I've got a very good memory.
Is that one of the new spells you learned, Sammy? Wyvern to gold.
Wyvern to coin.
Sounds like a great spell. Well,
That's what I'm learning.
Look at that health bar. Look at it.
let's instead of doing that, let's just roll for initiative. How about that?
Okay.
Just for clarification, we only have horses, we don't have a wagon?
We do have a wagon. I reminded Neal to put it on the thing, but he didn't do it.
Because I thought we had a wagon pulled by 2 horses and 2 horses extra. And they just changed the camels against horses.
Mm-hmm.
Just before I roll for initiative, would a blowgun work against a wyvern, do you think? Or is it a bit too scaly?
It's probably a little bit on the scaly side. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's a wagon pulled by 2 horses, and plus 2 horses extra. So who wants to be in the wagon?
Sammy.
I was on a horse.
Sammy's wagon riding, learning spells, and then he saw a wyvern. And he's like, "Oh fuck, wyvern!"
On the wagon now.
So Yassi's definitely in the back of the wagon. Sarah and Bud, which one of you wants to be on a horse?
I want to be on a horse.
All right.
I want to be on a horse. I love horses. Let's go.
Why am I at the front?
Because you said you wanted to be on a horse.
I know.
I don't want to be on a horse anymore.
Hey, come back.
All right, and then the
I
wyvern
mean,
had
horses
landed.
are better at running away.
It's probably a little bit. Let's move the wyvern back a little bit. Horse riders are probably in the front, plodding along. How far are you guys? 20 feet? It's maybe a little far. There we go. And the wyvern lands here. Lovely. So why doesn't everybody click on their token, hit that initiative button, and we'll see how this goes.
I know you hate this question, but were spells 5 or 3 initiative?
They are 3. That's not the worst question I've been asked. I accept that one.
It's just bad. I always roll max no matter what it is.
Wouldn't be D&D if someone didn't have terrible initiative. Or terrible rolls, you know?
Yeah.
If I don't try and cast spare armor, I'm just gonna die.
You gonna cast a spell then?
I'm gonna cast.
Oh.
God.
Oh, wow. Those are terrible initiative rolls, y'all.
I'm just fumbling about with my book. Get it out of the way.
All right. So the wyvern lands in front of you, lets out a hissing as it surveys the battlefield, and Badarios is the first one to react.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, okay.
Get him, bud. Bud?
Sitting here, Sammy, on the front of the card, I grab the what's the
Reins?
the reins, and immediately give a sign for full speed. Run! Run!
Okay, let's go.
Full speed ahead? All right. Full speed ahead.
I would like to take a little to the left, just a little, like a slight curve.
Well,
The left is
these
the hill.
wagons are very slow to turn around. You know, you actually have to do a really big U-turn to turn this shit around.
Oh, we're not U-turning. We're just going round it. You know, it's just a wee.
Oh, you just want like slightly curve like this way, you know, just past
Yeah, but
it.
just maybe just outside of striking distance of the wyvern.
All
I
right.
thought we were gonna go full speed ahead into the wyvern. I thought that was the best
I did
idea.
too.
Okay, just
Bud.
riding with the horses.
But do you have like a?
How much damage do you think 2 horses and a wagon could do?
No.
Double
Wait.
charge. Let me speak from experience, but it does a lot of damage. I've tried it with camels once. It worked like a charm.
For a moment, I thought you were gonna say like in real life, I was run over by a wagon once, and it did this much damage.
I was in the wagon lane, but you know, I was trying to be polite.
And then this dude comes up with his wagon. Yep, that's me.
Nice. Do you have some sort of animal handling or carriage driving? Do you have a skill related to this stuff, bud?
Dexterity and survival instinct and a slight pressure on my
Running away from dangerous situations. How about
Do I
that?
even have horse riding?
no.
All right.
Just so we're clear, I don't want the card to be too far away. I want the card to present a valuable option for the wyvern to maybe take a bite at, because I rather let the wyvern bite at the card than at my to my two brother and sister on horseback. I mean, it's just we're 2 sisters, right?
Yes.
Because they're just
For some reason, ladies are in front.
Boy, or
All right. So this is how we're gonna handle this situation here, bud. I understand what you want to do, and it is admirable and totally. That's what you ought to be doing, I think. However, you're not a wagon driver. You can maybe get him going straight when not much is going on. But when the wyvern lands and the horses are like, what the fuck is this? And they're sort of freaking out, I'm going to need you to make me a non-proficient animal handling check to see if you can do what you want. Because this is kind of out of your wheelhouse. That's going to be half your wisdom score, -1, plus a d20. And you're looking for a 21 or higher.
just a second.
6 d20 plus 5. You can do
7,
it.
A -1, 5. Yeah, d20 plus 5. That's a
can
good
do it.
chance,
You can do
right?
it. You can do it.
Yep, we believe.
You only need a 16 or higher, man.
Just press the button.
Ooh. So you try this steering just past the wyvern and everything, and as the cart goes in that direction,
Not straight, left, more
it
left.
tries to go this way, and you get to like this point, and the horses balk. The wyvern is right there. They are way too. These are not war horses. They begin to freak, and they are going to try and I guess they can't throw their riders, but they're gonna panic. Ooh, that's not
Run,
that
horses,
bad.
run. That's good.
Let's do the other horse.
Wait, but not ours, right? Not the ones.
No, just the ones driving. being driven. Yeah, the driving horses. They bulk and panic and try and go in different directions, and the wagon sort of lumbers forward, lumbers to the side, and I'm going to ask you, bud, to make me a saving throw for your wagon. Let me just look up the save. To see, ooh, that's not an EM screen. To see if it will survive if any part of it breaks under this horse's, tension. We need a wooden pole. No, yes, wood, thin, crushing blow. Give me a 1d20, 13 or higher.
Thin.
Yeah, we're talking like wheels and axles and stuff. That's thin bits of wood. That's not like a thick, heavy door. That's like a, lots of little thin.
But there are a lot of thin parts, so usually if something thin breaks, it's not completely destroyed.
Yeah. So give me a d20. You want a 13 or higher?
Yes, no problem. And here it goes. Here's a 13 and higher, as you wanted it. No!
Ooh, it's very far from a 13 or higher. Your front axle breaks. The front of the cart pitches downward and plunges into the soft grass, and the horses are all over the place.
It's fine. 3 tires are more than we need. Just give more power.
There we go.
I prefer Neal's version.
So, Bud, your driving efforts have not worked out well. Your wagon has come to a full-fledged stop here. What are you gonna do?
I have movement left. I would like to hide in the wagon.
Yes, you can hide in the wagon.
Great.
Excellent. Maya, you are mere feet from this deadly creature. Your big older brother with all the armor and all the hit points is hiding in the wagon with Yassi.
Cool, nice. Right, what's my movement speed for a horse?
Quite a lot.
I think Maya's is a war horse too.
Why is Maya's a warhorse?
Because we got one. Because there was one lying around at one place, and then we got one.
Ah, well, in that case, your horse has a movement speed of 18. It is a light warhorse.
She has a Tezrahan one, right? Because she took one from the riders in the...
18, so how far can I
So you
move
can go 180 yards, which is 520 feet. You can go wherever you want. You can fuck off.
What would Maya do? Because Fuzzy would just fuck off, quite frankly. I'm so tempted to be like, nope. Right. Okay, I'm just gonna go maybe say 90 feet over here. So that's about here, I think. About there. Ooh, come with me, horse. Can't move my horse, Neal.
Yeah, we'll move the horse too.
I'm riding an invisible horse.
I'm just gonna delete your horse and just remember that you're on a horse. All right.
I'll get the coconut shells.
Thank you. I'll give you Here you go. Here's some wings for you. That's close to a horse, right? Horses have wings?
Depends how much Red Bull you've been feeding them. And then I'm going to turn and fire my my arrow at the thingy. Okay. Take that, Mr. Wyvern.
Ooh! Oh my! You hit the wyvern. That was most unexpected.
What do you mean? Why? Hey.
Well, please roll me some damage there, Fuzzy. That's success.
1d6. Could have been better, but I hit it. I didn't run away much.
You did hit it. Lovely. Okay, Sarah, you're up next.
I have 2 technical questions, Neal. Did we establish that slamming down the shield is an action?
No, I believe you can do that in addition to an action. It's a pretty quick thing. You just have to drop to your knees and slam it to the ground.
And one other question. So my cleric channeling says that I can either attack or move if I'm channeling. What if I'm on a horse, though?
Well, your horse movement is independent of clerical movement. So you should be able to do both at this point in time, right? Do you have a horseback riding proficiency?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Then yeah, you can go ahead and channel and act, and then the horse will move on your behalf.
Okay, so I would like to channel Battle Hymn. And I will move over here. With the horse, preferably.
Again, we'll just get rid of the horse. That's too complicated.
Yep. I'm sitting on a horse, everybody.
I'm on a horse, motherfucker.
I'll give you a snail instead of wings, because you can actually ride a snail.
It's a really, really fast.
It's okay.
All right, next up is the Wyvern. Sarah goes to one side, Maya goes to another, but Darius hops in the wagon. The only thing the Wyvern can see are two horses and Sammy.
You see,
I haven't cast my spell yet.
Horse, Sammy. Now the horses are each twice Sammy's size, so we'll see what the hungry Wyvern wants to go for. Let's just hope we don't roll a 5, right, Sammy?
Roll low. Roll
3.
good odds.
All right, so the Wyvern comes after one of these here horses. It stomps over to the first one. It checks its character sheet.
Like all of us.
And it is going to make a sting attack against one of these horses here. It rolls a 21, and this tail comes up from behind, and the stinger plunges down into the horse's side, hitting it for 1d4 damage. Because it's just a big needle, right? It's not that scary. It only deals 1 damage to the horse, but then, Sammy, you can see there's this like pumping action in the tail, as if like it's got a fire hose moving through it, and the stinger comes out dripping some yellowy viscous fluid. I'm sorry, not viscous, thin fluid, almost oily. And then the Wyvern is going to take a bite at what? At the other horse. Okay. It will roll also a 21 against the other horse. And Sammy, would you roll me 3d8 for the other horse's HP?
No, my favorite horse. 18.
All right, well,
Good, nice.
it takes 10 damage, so it is alive and at 8. And then the other horse has been poisoned. And the onset time of Wyvern poison is going to take 10 minutes, but you guys don't know that. And it's Sammy's turn. And there's a Wyvern directly in front of you. Technically, I think within reach of you, because, you know, it's got a long neck and a long tail.
Would that mean it has, if I moved away, it would have a attack of opportunity?
Probably not if you went into the wagon. I think the roof of the wagon would give you some sort of cover, but if you fucked off to either side, yeah, certainly attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into the wagon, get right in the back, being ready to jump off the back and cast myself a spirit armor.
All right.
Surround myself in very light scale mail looking armor. Ethereal scale mail, essentially.
Love the new spells. All right, where is it? Spirit armor. This spell will envelop an unarmored and unencumbered creature in translucent magical scale mail. The armor is ethereal in nature, cannot be touched, and does not get in the way of spellcasting, climbing, swimming, nor does it weigh anything. It provides the wearer with an AC bonus of 5, which will stack with dexterity or enchanted items. If cast on a person already protected by magic armor, the spell fizzles and is lost. Any blow that misses the caster because of the spell deals damage directly to the armor. The armor has HP equal to 10 plus half the wizard's level. So a 5th level caster could take 10 plus 2 per level. So a 5th level caster would have 20 HP on its armor. Man, perfect. Let's all roll initiative for next round. Wow, this wyvern keeps rolling so low.
What do you roll for a charge attack on horseback?
It's gonna be your weapon speed -1. You're gonna charge it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh my god. From the top of the hill, charging down with a spear, essentially a lance, into the flank of the wyvern.
I just have to find my token for that. Okay, there we go. Should TF4.
Yes. And also, Maya should get a second attack with her bow at the end of the round.
Well, I did because I moved last round, so I didn't.
If you were walking, that would be one thing. But if you have a horseback riding skill,
Damn it! I could have taken a second. Oh, sorry.
just take it now. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I have the skill.
Oh,
for
you don't have horseback riding.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah.
You don't get 2 shots. I just thought you did.
Unless I
Okay.
stand still on the horse.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
And since
Let's
the wyvern
see.
far away now.
Ascending. Everybody. Oh wow! You guys all rolled very nicely. Sammy, it's your turn.
I'm gonna. Can I? I can. Yeah, I can just see the wyvern from here. It's fine. I'm just gonna cast a magic missile from the back
Sure.
of the wagon.
You can see the wyvern quite well. It's large and in charge of the area.
I need to remind myself. It is just and I'm still at a +2. It's level 5. Okay. So D20, 4 D20s, they each get +2.
Those will all hit, right?
There's a 6 doesn't hit, does it?
Oh, I thought that was 14. No, 6 does not hit.
No. So that's 3d6 for damage.
Okay. Dex, yeah. Wyverns do not have AC from Dex. They have it from Scaly Scales. Okay, and you will hit it for 9. That is not, well, that's, I guess, an average 3d6. Look at that. The Wyvern's HP is disappearing already. Sarah.
Right. I don't get a bonus hit for charge, do I?
You do.
I have no idea.
1 for horseback, 2 for charging. You'll get a +3 to
So
hit.
that's a +3 on top my, so it's a +7. Let's see. Okay, wish me luck, people. 14?
14 into the side of the wyvern.
Flanking, right?
+1 for flanking, 15.
Well, I mean, Sammy just hit with a 14, right?
Well, magic missile special, right? It ignores AC.
I hit a 12.
I guess.
Yeah.
AC is 12 on the wings. So you collide into its right wing with your spear. Now, spears do double damage on a charge like this because they're effectively lances.
I actually didn't know. Look at that.
Yeah. So you will automatically do 2d8 is how we're going to do it instead of 2d4. It'll be
Okay.
2d8 plus whatever bonuses you have.
10. Solid.
Nice. Your spear lodges itself right in the... You see this joint right here? Oh, I can't ping it. Hold on, I want to ping it. This joint right there, like the elbow of the wing is where your
man.
spear hits, and it like hits right in that joint. The bones start to break and snap apart. The wyvern brings its head up in horror as you effectively cripple its right wing. It cannot fly now.
Get wrecked, wyvern! Oh god, it's gonna be so angry now.
That means it can't run away.
That's right. It can no longer run away. I will give
Wait,
it a one-wing icon.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Did I subtract HP?
So I
did
can't.
not.
I take it I'm also stuck here, right? Like you can't. 'Cause you can't
If
ride
you let
past it.
go of your spear, which is stuck in it, you can keep riding past it. But if you want to hold on to your spear, you're gonna have to stop and stay.
But I can hop off the horse here, right?
Totes.
I'm gonna hop off the horse. I'm gonna slam down the shield.
Oh, okay. You hop off the horse, slam down the shield, and you now have a wall in front of you. Bing. Lovely. No, that's not the shield. There we go. Next up is Budarios, cowering in the wagon.
So, Budarios is going to grab his pole arm from the back of the wagon and enters at the backside of the wagon. I'm going to push Yassi out of the wagon and say, run. And I point to Maya, hide behind the hills.
All right, Yassi has been had a readied action to move, so she will just take it right now, and she will bolt behind the hill.
Wait, you're telling me to hide behind the hill as well?
No, just Yassi.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to, after that, I'm going to, go beneath the wagon and start to crawl on one of the sides of the horses and wait my turn until I guess next turn, hoping that the Wyvern is going to face Sarah, that I have an advantage at it. You know,
all right.
attacking from behind.
So Bud is under the broken wagon, waiting for the Wyvern to look away. Got it. Maya, it's your turn.
Right. Can I hit it from there, or is the cart in the way?
You got a clear line of sight, as far as I'm concerned.
Sweet. Okay.
It's also a very large creature. Towers over the wagon.
Okay, I'm just going to ping it again with the bow.
16. AC. It is. What do you call it? It is erect now, so you will hit it on the underside. I mean, standing up, Maya.
Look,
Jesus Christ.
I said nothing. I didn't say anything at all, okay? Look, I watched too much Beavis and Butthead as a child, okay?
All right. You hit it. You hit it on the section, like from the neck down to below the belly.
Right. The underside. Ooh,
very good.
Nice.
You ping him for another 6. The Wyvern actually looks pretty badly wounded with a lance in its arm, the magic missiles across the chest, and a couple of arrows sticking out of it.
See, it's not just me. Also, somebody quote that.
Well, the Wyvern is pissed. It turns to face Sarah, the cause of its frustration and anger and crippling. But it just sees like a 10-foot by 10-foot shield blocking its path. Now, wyverns aren't particularly smart creatures. They're about as smart as a bird. Maybe like a smart bird, maybe like a crow, but they're still pretty stupid.
Did you just call crows stupid? Wow.
I did. Yeah.
Wow.
Crows are dumb animals compared to humans. So let's give the Wyvern an intelligence check, which it passes with flying fucking colors. So it just gets really close to the shield and like peers its head over and will take a bite attack over the top of the shield.
The shield is also 10 feet tall though, isn't it?
It is, yes. And the Wyvern cranes
Does it climb on top of it? Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I think, well, so it takes one wing and puts it on top of the shield. The other wing hangs limply at its side. And then
how is it going?
right.
Oh, no.
And it stretches its head over and down.
I see you.
And yells at you. Oh, that was way too
I
loud.
yell back, "Wah!" at the back of the shield.
You Jon Snow it so hard, but it bites you anyway.
Nice.
14 and 7 is a 21. It will hit you with its teeth.
Lovely.
However,
Nice.
this does provoke an opportunity attack from the target because it is a dumb monster trying to bite you.
Okay.
Do you have... You're still holding onto your spear, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead and make a spear attack, but it's still going to bite you even if you hit.
Right. So this time that's +4. Well, I also miss it.
Yes, you do. All right, so it will roll, 2 + 6 for 8 damage on a bite. And it will take its tail and sort of just whip it in the direction of the cart. And sort of like an angry, slapping, thwacking, slashing
Like
maneuver.
a cat.
All right, the attack roll comes in with a 20 against both of the horses, I suppose. They will each take, one will take 3, the other will take 5. So Sammy, your horse is at 3 HP left. And the horses need to make an opposed strength check against the Wyvern. The horses roll well. The wyvern does not. They are smacked aside and fall sort of prone-ish, but they don't move too far. Bud, you are under the wagon. I don't think the horses are going to land on you, but like the whole area becomes complicated, confusing mess of horse flesh and wagon and bits of wood sticking all over the place, and you got a splinter in your elbow. How are you gonna splinter in your elbow is beyond you, but you don't have time to figure it out right now. The wyvern did turn to the other side, so did you want to make your opportunity, your ready to action?
Yeah, I would like to move to one of the horses, kind of here. Taking a bit of cover, and then I want to slash at its tail, at its stinger. Ooh. I'm trying to, if I can, I would cut it away, but just want to slash at it, trying to make it useless.
Go for it. If you can do sufficient damage, you can cut it all the way off. But the tail is fast, well armored.
Do I get a minus on my attack roll because it's a declared attack, right? Like something like that? Isn't that
it's a called shot. It is a gargantuan-sized creature, so I feel when you're facing its tail is the only thing you can really hit, right? Like Sarah could only attack its head at this point in time. So I don't think we need a called shot just because of its size. If it was a medium-sized creature, you'd definitely need a called shot.
Okay, back attack is +1 or +2? I already forget it every time.
2.
2, good. So 23.
Holy shit! You hit it! You hit it for 11 points of damage!
Also, Maya's in the back, sort of just going like, don't damage the stinger!
I will have to roll some HP for its tail specifically. Oh, it only has 10 HP on the tail. I think you just hack the tail off. You bring the partisan down right between it, and the tail just starts slashing about, spraying blood all over the place. You get covered in it, the horses are covered in it, the wagon gets covered in it, even Sammy back in the wagon gets blood splashed across him, but it's like uncomfortable, itchy wyvern blood. It's a mess. Oh my god. And why don't we roll into initiative next round? The wyvern is most definitely super fucking
my
pissed.
second shot.
There you go. You didn't move, so make your shot.
Yay! Right.
Good wyvern. You keep rolling.
12?
will hit a wing.
Hold on. She rolled a 1d10.
Oh, roll a 1d20. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I hit my initiative button rather than my. Hang on. There we go. Sorry, wrong button. Oh.
Perfect. You missed.
Thanks.
All right. But you'll notice I didn't take off HP from the whole wyvern because you just chopped off its tail, so its body is still intact. Just so you know. Let's roll initiatives, everybody.
All right. Well, that 12 that I accidentally rolled for initiative.
Oh, that can be your initiative.
Yeah.
All right.
Things in the wrong order. That's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh. Wow. Alrighty. Sammy.
I didn't roll yet. Hang on.
Yep.
So disappointing.
Man, those breathing noises make me really uncomfortable.
All right. I guess I go anyway. Another magic missile.
Those will be hits across the board.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
More damage.
That is a lot of damage. The wyvern is bloody and bleeding from all over the place. It is nearing the end of its life. Badarios, you're behind the tailless wyvern. The horses are next to you, panicked, trying to get to their feet, but the beams that come out, I don't know what the beamy woody thingy is that holds them together, is keeping them in an awkward position, and their legs are flailing, they're screaming in panic. The ground is becoming soft with their blood and the wyvern's blood. What do you do?
I'm trying to spit up all of the blood that kind of made it into my mouth and kind of cursing that it really tastes really bad.
Spit, don't swallow!
Good advice, sister! And I'm going to slash at the wyvern again with the polearm.
22 will hit the back of it. You cut in for 15 damage right along its spine.
My second attack is at the end of the round.
Yeah. Oh, man. Max damage on that roll. Very well done. Sarah.
Right.
Thing is
I'll try to.
staring at you.
Does he still have his head hanging over my shield?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one wing and the head looking down at you.
Okay, I'll try to poke it with my spear. Oh, nice.
18 is exactly what you need to roll. Wow. You.
Oh, that's only 4 damage, though.
Oh, thank God. Maybe it'll still get a turn. Maya, it's your turn. The wyvern is on its last legs. You can see its head is bobbing back and forth, but not out of like, you know, I'm taunting you, but more out of like, I'm so drunk from the loss of blood that I can't.
Shoot it in the side of something.
Stand.
I don't know.
Can't stand.
Well, I got a 20, so that's
You will indeed hit it right in the neck. Do at least 3 points of damage.
God damn it!
Nope. Luckily, it doesn't need its neck anymore. Wyvern's turn. Wow. It whirls around, ignoring Sarah at this point, retracting its head.
Okay, I can see again. Oh, God.
And it will throw itself at Budarios in anger. It's going to first try and just stomp you with a leg, just like step on you. This will provoke an opportunity attack at +4 because the foot is coming down at you. However, it is also very likely to hit you. So this might be a mutual killing zone at this point. The wyvern rolls a natural 1. It had +10 on the attack. Anything would have been fine. Instead, it goes to step on you. You raise your partisan up, and its foot plunges down on the spike. It rears up in pain, flops onto its back, spazzes, and you guys can just like hack it to death, and it dies.
Don't mess with the tail. I'll hold on to that. It's fine. Don't touch the stinger.
I pick up the
tail for?
The stinger is fine. The stinger is fine.
Good. Wonderful. Lovely. Somebody got a water skin.
Why?
It's empty.
Well, because it's venom.
Well, I'm gonna check on the horse that was stung, and I'm gonna cast Purify on it, since I now know that the stinger is venomous.
All right. It gets to make its saving throw at advantage. So, horsey.
Does it explode into gold coins, though?
It does not. No. Silly. Ooh. You can't roll higher than 2 19s. I guess you can, but that will. Horse has what? So that's 29 that it rolls on its poison save, which means it's not gonna die outright. It will. It'll be paralyzed for 1d8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So a few minutes later, the horse just kind of like stops moving, and you think it's dead at first, but if
Is it dead?
you can.
Maya's probably there going, oh no, don't worry, it'll be fine, probably. Yes.
You can pull a
that's what
Dr.
happened.
Grant and listen to its breathing and be like, okay, it's okay.
Right. I'll gently
Actually-
stroke the horse.
Well, would I have any anti-venoms for my,
Not much. No, anti-venom is difficult, more difficult to come by than actual venoms. Their presence is difficult to come across.
probably save it for the time being then. But I am totally going to, very, very carefully, using thick leather gloves, going to sort of like empty out the wyvern venom into an emptied water skin.
All right. Let's get you some doses of wyvern poison, type O. Let's see. Maya, where are you hiding on this map? Come here. You have... All right, you do not have a toxicology skill. That's fine. Can you make me an intelligence check at half your intelligence? So, yeah, a non-proficient toxicology check. So a d20 plus 5.
Right. Okay.
Because you know about poisons, but this is the first
yes.
time you've ever extracted a poison from a creature yourself.
Ooh, that's not great.
It doesn't go super well. You know, you find a way to cut open the sack and you put it over the thing and you try and squeeze it out and it like dumps out like a what do you call it? Like when you're trying to squeeze out the ketchup and all of a sudden it just like splatters all over the place and you only get half of it on your plate and the other half is on your lap.
Okay. That's some went in. That's fine. Whose gloves were these? I think they were mine. Oh, the Sammy's is fine. Right.
You've ruined one of Sammy's pairs of gloves. They are now very poisonous. You will get half of the amount of the poison inside of it. So instead of getting like 40 doses, you'll only get 20 doses.
That's
actually,
fine.
you rolled really badly. Let's do a quarter. You get 5 doses of wyvern poison.
God damn it. Okay, fine.
It's 5. It's 5 doses of lethal poison. Sometimes lethal poison. It's fantastic. All right.
Okay, right, and then I'm going to burn the gloves.
Okay.
And just wash off the outside of the thing. Right, has anybody got a red ribbon or something? Okay, don't drink out of this one. Really, don't drink out of this one. There's a red ribbon around the outside. Just...
Right.
Red ribbon bad means danger. All right.
Hey, Bud, can you help me with this? I want to collect some things off the wyvern. There's some spells that wizards can do with things from creatures like this.
People are saying it's 10 doses, not 5 doses a quarter of 40.
Sure, brother.
Oh,
And
40 divided by 4 is indeed 10, yes. That's clever.
I fetch a knife, and a hatchet, and say, "What do you need?"
Tooth, bones, nails. This thing doesn't have any hair, does it? No. Tooth, bones, and nails. I think we can skip the bones.
Yossi
Okay.
comes over to the wagon and looks at it for a moment and looks back at you guys and goes, I think it's broke.
I think you're right. Can you help me with the horses for a moment?
She will try to help you with the horses. I guess they're both alive. One of them is in terrible, terrible shape. One of them's at what, like 2 HP? 3 HP?
How? I'm not sure what wounds did they take. I didn't write that down, unfortunately.
The one that was poisoned only has a 1 HP wound on it. The other ones have more than 5 HP wounds. Yeah.
Right.
No, it has
So
one
at
5
least-
HP wound and one 10
10
HP wound. That's it. A 10 and a 5.
Right. A 10 and a 5?
A 10 and a 5 and a 1.
Okay, so I can still. Okay, then I'll heal the 1 and the 5 then. And I'm gonna give them pleasant memories of better days when they were in the stable and it smelled like hay and the place was warm and lovely and there was a stable boy who took good care of them and didn't send them on journeys, you know.
And there were no one.
Yep, the good times.
Fond memories of being fed alfalfa on a rainy day with the earth smelling nice. Yeah. Horse memories. Lovely. Okay. Now what do you guys want to do?
I would like to chop off a foot, a wyvern's foot for Sammy. There should be enough bones and claws, nails in it for him to use.
How many bones
Do we
are in a
have any-
wyvern foot? Quite a lot.
Do we have any use for the head?
I mean, we could probably mount on the cart to make ourselves look cool. I wonder
Well,
if
the
there's a
cart's-
bounty for wyverns.
We could ask in Roxas when we arrive.
Yeah, we should keep the head just in
Okay.
case.
Okay. I'm gonna chop off the head as well,
Okay.
and put it on the card.
Sure. It'll take some time, but you're waiting for the horse to become unparalyzed anyway, so that's fine. It looks like you guys are probably going to be making your camp here or very near to here while you're waiting, taking these bits of the animal, waiting for the horse to wake up or become unparalyzed, and all the other stuffs that you're doing.
Neal, would it be possible to camp at the stones to the north? on the
Yes, certainly.
map? That's a good location.
Okay. And with that, why don't we take our first break here on Akuban Nights, and when we come back, we'll see what happens next. So we'll see you on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.